Hi, greetings of the day. It is me, Dr. Ghulam Yaseen from Pakistan. Currently, I am working in the University of Education, Lahore, as a assistant professor in the Department of Botany, Division of Science and Technology, in the main campus that is located in the Lahore. Basically, my background is related to the medicinal plants and their activities and their pharmacological properties, phytochemical analysis, and extra. Basically, our group is working on healthcare systems and plants that can be used in various healthcare systems in Pakistan as well as in the region. Today, we are going to we are going to talk about the role of herbal medicine in various healthcare systems. I hope this presentation will be helpful for the researcher who are working in the different fields of plants and their related relevant fields, especially pharmacology, phytochemistry, pharmacy, botany, as well as some of the workers on working in the environmental sciences, but they have the interest in various communities where the peoples and plants are closely interacted, are closely linked. Let's start presentation, and I hope this presentation is audible for all of you. As we earlier discussed that today we are going to discuss about herbal medicines in the healthcare systems. And we have already discussed the various backgrounds, my background, where I am working, and what is my background. Let's start the presentation. When we are going to discuss about herbal medicines, first of all, we have to discuss what is herbal medicine. Basically, the herbal medicines is the mixture of many things comprising of the therapies that are the plant-based products. Either plants are used as a raw, or either they are used as a cooked form, either they are used in the mixture with other things. Basically, it is an integral part of the different indigenous medical systems. When we are going to talk about the herbal medicines includes uh, herbs, herbal materials, herbal preparations. For example, sometimes the people prepare the uh, tea or a decoction of the plant materials that are considered as the herbal preparations. Or sometimes some at the local scale or at a small scale, some products are prepared that are considered as the finished herbal products and that contain the active ingredients part of the plants and other materials. The traditional systems use the plants in as individual or in combinations. They have this strong historical background of using the herbal medicines. That was the background about the herbal medicines. Herbal medicine, it may be a herb, it may be the herbal material, or either it may be the herbal preparations, or either it may be the products in the finished form. And next thing we will discuss about the utilization of the herbal medicines. Herbal medicines basically can be used as a food. For example, in the various systems, people use the plants as a foods, and basically that plants contain some sort of the active ingredients that can be used as a medicines. And either, for example, there is a one plant that is the Capris decidua, that is commonly located in our areas in Pakistan. The fruit is used as a food, but it is a rich source of the calcium, and it can be used for the broken bones. The people use as a diet. People use as a dietary supplements. And another thing, the herbal medicine can be used as a drug. For example, there is a common plants. For example, that common plant is known as the drumstick, and scientifically it is known as Moringa oleifera. And that Moringa oleifera is used in the various drugs. Sometimes the people makes the capsule, sometimes people makes the paste, and sometimes people make its a tea as a decoction. On the other hand, people may use the herbal medicine in the cosmetics. For example, there are the various plants then that can be used in the cosmetic purpose, and people use the different recipes of the plants for the cosmeceutical purpose. Next thing is okay, it was the background about the herbal medicine and how herbal medicines are used. Another thing is what is this current status of the herbal medicine in the world? When we are going to discuss the status of the herbal medicine in the world, it is estimated, it is reported in the literature that around uh, 500,000 plant species are reported as medicinal plants. But out of 5 lakhs, 0.5 millions, only around about 5,000 species are reported in their pharmacological applications. It means there's a background, there is simply we can say gap between the actual number of the plant species that are reported as a medicinal plants and their active ingredient explorations. Only 5,000 plant species has been tested. A lot of plant species are rest behind. It means our researcher who are working in the field of the medicinal plants, they have opportunities to uh, test the plants for their phytochemical analysis, for their pharmacological activities, for their antimicrobial activities, or including antifungal or antibacterial activities. On the other hand, it is reported that there are the various pharmaceutical industries, the pharmaceutical persons that obtain the plant drugs. Around more than 25% of the drugs are obtained from the plants. It means the industrial persons, in the industries, it means the product making persons are using the plants, but there is a need to explore the more and more plants that can be used in the herbal medicines. 10% of the American pharmacies carry the herbal medicine. It is quoted in the literature that around the 10% of the American pharmacies have the products. They have the products that are obtained from the medicinal plant, that are obtained from the herbal medicines. This is slides the overview of the global perspective, the how many peoples are using the herbal medicines in the herbal medicines for their study purpose or for their applications. This is the table. This is reported in the literature. This is more than how many people's, how many percentage of the people of the local population are using herbal medicines. This is the overall expectations of the global trends in the herbal market size. It is reported that there are the chances to increase of the 7.5 percentage in the global market of the herbal medicines up to the. This is estimated to forecasted by 2032, starting from the 2024 to 2032. It's business that may increase in the future, that is expected to the around 7.5% or 7.2%. This is the overview of the local markets where the local peoples are the selling the herbal medicine in the form of the crude forms. You can see here, this is the there is a shop. There is a lot of the plant-based products that our peoples are selling in the market. On the other hand, there are the local vendors. They cut the plants from the field and put it in the streets, and they are selling the different types of the plant products. On the other hand, this is the overview of a shop where a lot of the bulk quantity of the herbal medicines or raw materials are present here, and this is the close view of a shop where different types of the plant materials are available in the markets that can be used as a herbal medicines. This is again overview of the some peoples, how they are making the local products. If you see this picture, this is a local vendor who prepare some sort of the herbal medicines, local products, and that are used in the local market. And this again, some of the females are using the plants, herbal medicines, herbal products. Another hand, this is the overview from Pakistan, where our team and we were in the field for putting the different types of the medicinal plants and their application, how these plants are used, and how the people's local peoples are using the plants. Another say, on another hand, when we are talking about the herbal medicines, there's a question: how many systems exist which use the herbal medicines? On the other hand, we can say the major herbal medical systems. In all of the world, in the literature, from the historic point of view, there are the various type of the systems: Ayurveda, Siddha, Unani, Tib, and Greco-Arabian medicine system, Yoga medical system, homeopathy, and DCM. And they're the different types of the herbal medical systems, and they are practiced, they are in practice in the various parts of the world. For example, when we are talking about the Ayurveda, it is practiced in India, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, Tibet. When we are talking about the Siddha medical system is mostly uh, in practice the southern part of India. On the other hand, that is the Unani tip. Unani tip is the most common in India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and the Middle East. And yoga is common in the China. On the other hand, the last one is the TCM. TCM is mostly located in the China, and homeopathy is commonly under practice in all over the world. When we are talking about the herbal medicines, we have a question: how herbal medicine are prepared. When we are talking about their preparation system, the common system is extraction, where people put some sort of the medicine plants in water, or they boil that water or in the tea, and they are going to extract something from the plant tissues, and they are going to drink that extract, or they are going to eat that extract. Another is fractionation, where they use some sort of the fractions of the different parts of the plants. Another thing, something is advanced, where peoples purify the herbal products. For example, all over the world, there are the various type of the herbal products that are available in purified form. They purify the products and available in the market. Another is some sort of the concentration or various physical or biological processes that are involved in the preparations of the herbal medicines. Uh, when we have prepared the herbal medicine, how they can be utilized. What is the methods of utilizations? People use as a infusions. People use the herbal medicines as a decoction, as a tincture, or as a syrup. There are the different types of the application method. For example, when we are talking about the infusions, infusions, plants or herbs are put in the hot water, and that hot water is drink is a tea. Decoction, the plant is soaked in the boiling water, and for some sort of the time, around 20 minutes or 15 minutes, and that can be after boiling that water can be used. Similar way, the tincture, the herb extract is used mostly in alcoholic form, and syrup in a juicy substance is prepared. Another thing is the compress, some sort of the poultice is some sort of the plant material is packed in the plant cloth, and that cloth can be put in the painful areas. And is same in similar is the poultice, similar to the compress, except that the entire herb is applied in the plant. When we are using the herbal medicine, there may be the some sort of the merits and some sort of the demerits. And we are going to discuss about the merits of the herbal therapies. There is the tradition that are the rich in the culture. These herbal medicines have a strong tradition and a strong relation in the culture. The peoples are strongly linked with the herbal therapies. Another thing is there is all over all over the world. There is simply we can say the prices of the allopathic drugs are raising day by day. On the other hand, the herbal therapies or herbal medicines are inexpensive in long term use. People can be easily afford the medicines. Another thing is that there is a natural treatment that is the eco-friendly. Very less side effects are known, and adverse effects are known very less. Although it is a big debatable topic. So there are the many literature where has been reported that some plants have the various side effects. For example, there are some plants, if they are not used properly, they can damage the kidneys. So this topic is more debatable. Another hand, that is the more important point for the people living in the villages, living in the far-flung areas, the people living in the rural areas. The herbal therapies are easily available. For example, some people have the knowledge they are using, they can collect the plant from the field and they can directly use in their herbal medicines. So, common use of the herbal therapies is the easy availability. The people easily can access to the different type of the medicinal plant and can use for their healthcare system. Another thing is what are the more strength or what are the more importance of the uh, herbal medicines, because since the long time there is a rich culture of the peoples. In the culture, people use the plants for their medicine system, and they have the in-depth traditional knowledge of the medicinal plants. There is the needs that knowledge can be documented. For example, there are the old age persons. They can share their knowledge of using the plants in the past. Although in current age, for example, the young people do not rely on the plants, do not use in the plants. They directly use the allopathic medicine. They use for the another type of the medicine, but uh, old peoples, the old age people, for example, they're having the age of the 60, 70, they have the rich knowledge about the medicinal plant that can be uh, documented. Another thing, there is need the proper identification of the medicinal plant, because some sort of the markets, some sort of the peoples misidentified the plants. Some sort of there are the many people who give the wrong name to the medicine plants, who give the wrong name to the herbal medicines. So there is a dire need to incorporate the correction of the herbal recipes or herbal therapies that contain the medicine. Another thing, when we are documenting about the benefits, strength, there may be some weaknesses. That weaknesses should be discussed. Weaknesses mostly the old age people, that are the tribals, the healers. If they are wrong, if they are using the wrong name, the plants, they do not accept the correct name by the literate person. For example, if a literate person uh, tell them that this is the correct name, but they will not accept. Sometimes uh, false information is incorporated in preparation of the herbal therapies. So there is a need, there is a gap between the correction of the herbal therapies. Another thing, in various societies or various systems, it is very difficult to record the knowledge of the herbal medicine from the old age. This is also a main issue in herbal medicines. Acha, what precautionary measures should be taken? For example, when you are going to use the herbal medicines, what type of the precautionary measures or precautions should be taken? First of all, it should be clarified, it should be noted, it should be observed that the medicine, the herbal medicine that we are going to use is of important, but how it is prepared. Does its pharmacological action has been tested, or its toxicological information has been reported, or its toxicological action has been tested in the body? So, and this is the main important precautionary measures. Another thing is herbal medicine or herbal products or herbal plants, or simply we can say the medicine plant should be avoided or should be avoided having the contamination, because there are the various herbs that are contaminated with something, was contaminated with the microbes, with contaminated with some sort of the fungal spores, or sometime they are contaminated with some sort of the chemicals. So it should be avoided uh, to contaminate the herbs, or it should be avoided to use that type of the herbs. Another thing is, for example, there's one plant that is a Vidania. Its root is commonly used in the medicine, but some sort of the people uh, cut the down part of the stem and call them with the roots. It means that is adulterated, that is contaminated, and they haven't having the information about the cultivation of that Vidania plant, or they having the information of the harvesting of that. So, if it is not properly harvested, it may be contaminated. And another thing, with respect to research and with respect to business point of view, what are the opportunities and challenges? When we are going to discuss about the opportunities, identification and development of new drug. procedures. That are opportunities if we can identify the new plants and we can develop the new drugs and procedures for drug development. Another thing, we can preserve the knowledge by documenting the knowledge of the herbal medicine from the rural societies, from the rural areas. Another thing, for future use purpose, we can cultivate the plants in the forests. Benefits to the tribal societies can be given on the IPR basis. There are the employment opportunities. But another thing, same challenges exist. For example, there is a challenge in the identification of the plants. Sometimes that plants are closely related, their identification needs in detailed procedures starting from the basic morphological process to the advanced DNA markers. The species are closely related, so they cannot be discriminated, they cannot be differentiated. That are challenge in identification. Same sort of the challenges exist in the drug preparations. For example, plant is the mislabeled, so that plant can be wrongly used in the drug preparation. Same sort of the challenges exist with respect to herbal medicines. Another thing, the during the herbal preparation, the important thing is the active ingredient, so that we can use the active ingredient or active compounds, or simply we can say biocompounds of the medicine plants. But their active compounds need to be standardized and their effectiveness to be tested. And another thing, the medicines that the active compound that has been isolated, that has been separated, they should be tested. They should be tested in the laboratories in the human trials. Another thing is the validation of the herbal medicine that we were discussing in the past. That there is sort of the contamination, there's sort of the adulteration that can be a problem in the herbal drug preparation. Another slide, there is the GMP, good manufacturing practices of the herbal medicine, good collection, the practice of the raw drugs, proper identification should be done, places and soil should be tested, and season of the collection is important. And this is the some sort of the quality checking recommendations. We have the short time, so that we are going to overview this slide. That is the microscopic evaluation and macroscopic evaluation. Simply we can say identification test, determination of the some sort of the ingredients, pesticide residues, and many things else. This is the slide showing the schematic research on the herbal medicine, that how research can be done on the herbal medicines. This slide is more important. You are going to select the herbal medicine form as a traditional herbal drug, and you are going to list the traditional medicine, and you are going to do the literature review, and then again you are going to test in the laboratory. And this is another slide. This is also protocol that can maybe one approach for the inclusion of the folklore knowledge in herbal medicine in the modern pharmaco. What are the challenges in making the quality assurance, or simply we can say in previous slide that we have discussed, that herbal medicines needs the research and their protocol, how they can be, simply we can say, authenticized. And this, there are the challenges in authentication, diverse concept. Different peoples have the different types of the concept of the using the herbal medicine. They have the different type concept of the medicine plant. They have the different concept of the naming the plants. Different type names they have given to the single plant, and sometimes the same name is given to the different plants. Another thing, they have the different sort of the view on the dosage form, how they can be used. They have different type of the observations. This slide shows the overall impacts of the herbal medicines. What are the overall impacts and how they have modernized the world? When we are going to discuss the overall impacts that can be seen here in the some points, for example, the cultivation of the medicinal plants, prospects. It includes some sort of the prospects, exploring the medicinal plants for the cultivation purposes, for good harvesting practices, DHP, simply we can say. Another thing, good manufacturing practices should be done. Cultivation of such medicinal plants can be done at the large scale. Now we are going to conclude our talk. We have discussed about the herbal medicine, that what are herbal medicines, what is the composition of herbal medicine, how can it can be prepared, herbal medicine, and what are the different forms of the herbal medicine. Another thing we have discussed, how herbal medicines can be applied, what are the different dosage forms, such as the decoction, such as the infusions. Another thing we have discussed about all over the world scenario where its business going to be extended. Another thing we have discussed the different types of the challenges in authentication, in quality assurance of the herbal medicines. Because we have discussed that there are the different problems in the herbal medicines, and although they have the many importance, on other hand there are the many weaknesses, or there are also little bit known side effects, but it may be the more harmful. There is the need to explore the toxicological information of the herbal medicines. That was about today talk. I hope that you have enjoyed that talk. I'm thankful to organizers for giving me opportunity to present this topic. My team, our university is open for the collaboration with the organizers, with the forums. We can work together. I mean, we can publish the paper together. I mean, we can publish the books. Okay. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much.